Okay, so for our next one, I'm going to calculate pi. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a square, and I'm going to put a circle inside of the square. Whoa.
Or close.
Close enough, but pretend like it's really there. You can imagine a circle being drawn inside the square, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to say the radius of the circle is 1.
And then you have those 4 points that exactly meet.
Yep. And how big is the square then? Can you tell me how big the sides of the square are if the radius of the circle is 1?
Well, the sides, they're 2.
They're 2.
I think I can see what the circumference is about. Like, not in pi.
Oh yeah? What is it about?
Well, each of these wedges, if you can pretend it's a straight line,
Uh-huh.
then the length of that straight line here would be the square root of 2.
Okay, good.
So it would be 4 times the square root of 2.
Okay, so the circumference
Is about.
maybe is about 4 times the square root of 2. That's an interesting observation. We know from before that pi is the ratio of the circumference to the diameter, right? So what should the circumference be exactly in this case?
Oh, the circumference, it's 4.
It's if pi equals the circumference to the diameter, which is 2, what should the circumference be exactly?
Well, you have 2 pi.
2 pi.
Just 2.
This is just from our definition of pi,
Yeah.
right? Now I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to fold in the corners of the square. Oh, by the way, what's the circumference of the square?
It's 16 because that's 8.
8. You see that?
Because all the sides are 2.
2 on each side.
Okay. So the circumference of the square is 8. So I'm going to just fold in these corners and make them touch right there, so I get a new shape that looks like this.
We took off that little bit.
Well, I didn't really take it off, I just folded it in.
Yeah, but the area of the square would be slightly less.
That is right, the area of the square is slightly less because these bits are missing now.
Yeah.
What about the circumference
Oh, and the circumference
Of the square.
of what used to be the square?
Well, no, it isn't really less because you still have a full side, but these parts just dropped.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
So the circumference didn't change. This part here, well, not 1, whatever it is, used to be over here. And this part here used to be here, and this part here used to be up there.
And then
So just folding it in didn't change the circumference.
I think I see what we're going to do next.
Oh yeah, what are we going to do next?
Fold these parts in.
We're going to fold those parts in. So now I'm going to have a shape that looks like this. Yink, 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 yink.
Wow.
Yink.
So you can sort of get closer and closer to the real circumference.
How does that work? Folds in.
There's going to be one more on that side.
I'm drawing this right. Yeah, good. Okay.
So now.
So I'm folding in. I'll try to erase. I don't think I will be able to erase anymore after this. Okay, so folding in.
And it looks like you're getting closer and closer to the actual circle circumference.
Yeah, and I'm never changing the circumference of my
No.
outside shape, right?
And again, if you do it for infinity, you're eventually going. The square is eventually going to collapse on the circle.
Right. Right. It's just like last time, right?
Yeah.
So we keep doing this for infinity. What happens?
We get the circumference of the circle is about 8.
Not about 8.
It is 8.
We get the circumference of the circle equals 8. But so 2 pi equals 8. So pi equals
It's
4.
4.
4. Now, people like to memorize digits of pi.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. It's going to be interesting. So I know it to a million digits. You ready?
Yeah.
4.000000000.
It's not exactly.
But this isn't
I don't
exactly.
know. They have competitions for memorizing pi. I don't know. It seems pretty strange, right?
Yeah.
This isn't exactly pi.
Why not?
Well, pi is, we said that pi is about 3.1.
Well, I just proved it's 4.
Then what?
What? All right. So,
You could
question.
You could prove pi is other things, I think, maybe.
Same question as last time. Do you believe this proof?
Not really.
No. Do you believe this proof?
No,
No?
because
It looks like the same proof, pretty similar to last time, right?
yeah, except you keep doing it for infinity.
Well,
So you don't believe it for the same reason. You didn't believe the last one. What about you? What do you think's gone wrong here?
Well, I'm not sure what's gone wrong, but I know that pi's value is about 3.14.
Ah, okay. So you don't believe this proof because you've heard that pi is not 4.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what if we didn't? What if we didn't know the value of pi? This would
Yeah.
just be an approximation.
Yeah, it seems something strange here. It seems, but it seems like it's the same proof as last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have to leave this as a head scratcher. But in the meantime, I want you guys to memorize 25 digits of pi. Okay.